Everyone, today let us try to solve one more problem on convolution sum. This is the given question: x of n 2 to the power of n u raised to minus n u of minus n, and h of n given is u of n. Okay, let us now start solving this. First step, consideration, which they have already given, x and h. Next, follow the steps. Draw both the signals x of n and h of n. If you observe x of n, it has got two different components. Let's draw 2 raised to n first. If you draw 2 to the power of n, go on substituting n values from all negative values, 0 and positive values. If you observe, 2 to the power of 0 is 1. At 0 you will get amplitude 1. 2 raised to minus 1 is half. 2 raised to minus 2, that is 1 by 4, much lesser than that. And 2 raised to 1 is 2, 2 raised to 2 is 4, like that. An exponentially increasing curve from minus to plus infinity will come. Then it is multiplied with u of minus n. Here I have drawn u of minus n directly. What you can do, first you draw u of n, then you reflect that u of n to the left side. You will get u of minus n. Now if you multiply these two signals, here right side will not get any values because of this 0 part, 0 multiplied by some value, no values. So only the left hand side signal exists, that too 1 multiplied by some values. So this exponential curve at the left hand side will survive. Okay, this is your x of n, and x of n is 2 raised to n u of minus n, and h of n is simply u of n. So we have drawn both x and h. Now we will move to the next following of the procedure. You can observe here the same thing I have drawn here, starting with u 2 raised to n u of minus n. I got it x of n like this, exponential curve till 0, minus infinity to 0, and h of n. So this is about the first thing, drawing of the given signals. Next we need to follow certain steps. What are the different steps to be followed? Let us just revise it. First we need to draw x of k, then draw h of k, then reflect it, then shift it. So we need to do all these. If you observe here, I have drawn x of k. How to draw x of k? Simply replace n by k. Remaining signal shape remains the same. At 0 you got the amplitude 1. And what is x of k RHS? It was 2 raised to n. Here it is x of k. So it should be replaced with k. 2 raised to k. And h of k, next step, h of k we need to find. Simply replace n by k. You will get h of k. All amplitudes 1, 1, 1. Reflect the signal, you will get h of minus k. Simply reflect, flip it, you will get minus infinity till 0, h of minus k. Now how to get h of n minus k? That is h of n minus k, that is minus k plus n. To get that, redraw this reflected signal one more time, minus infinity to 0, redraw it one more time, then simply add plus n to your horizontal axis. So here it is 0. If you add, here it is actually 0 here, okay, 0. If you add simply n, it is 0 plus n, and here it is minus infinity plus n, but whatever you add for the infinity, it will remain infinity itself. So it is minus infinity up to n. This is h of n minus k. So we have followed the steps and we have got both the signals. So we have got x of k, we have got h of n minus k. Now let us move to the overlapping procedure. If you observe, both x and h, both the signals are infinite. So overlapping will have only two possibilities, left and right. Okay. First possibility, let us move to that. For that, Draw the first signal x of k, blue signal indicates x of k, and keep it fixed. This is first thing. Now the first range will be when you keep the second signal h of n minus k before 0. Before 0 and after 0, only two possibilities because both signals are infinite. So first possibility is keeping this h of n minus k, the second signal, before 0. That's what I have done here. I have kept somewhere here. You can draw anywhere but prior to 0. You can put here also this point n. What is this n point? It is this n point. Okay, n point, the red signal indicates h of n minus k. So from this n extending up to minus infinity. Just to have the clear idea of the multiplication, let us try to draw the signals one below the other. This is your x of k drawn. Second signal I have drawn below, wherein I have kept the second signal h of n minus k before 0. This is your 0 point. Before 0 I have kept. You can keep anywhere. Now if you observe, what is the product available for you? Till what the product is available? If you observe, both signals are from minus infinity. So here both amplitudes exist. Until what the values exist? Until n. After n, even though till 0 you have the first signal, but this signal is 0. That's why from minus infinity till n your product exists. That's what is shown here. This shaded area includes the area available for multiplication. Now let us calculate the convolution y of n. If you observe, our limits are now from minus infinity to n. Minus infinity to n. What is x of k? X of k is 2 to the power of k u of minus k. That's what is written here, 2 to the power of k u of minus k, the amplitude is 1. Then for simplifying this, you can just see here upper limit and lower limits. Okay, in order to simplify this, what we will do, we will substitute this k. You can just see here, k is equal to minus infinity we have, or k is minus k is equal to infinity, and let us put this minus k as some variable L. If you do that, minus k is L, L is equal to infinity up to, this is actually k. So what is k? K will be minus L. So minus L is equal to n. So these are the limits when you change, substitute minus k is equal to L. So your limits are infinity and n, and what is the value of k? K is equal to minus L. So 2 to the power of minus L. Now if you just see, it is infinity, and it is, if you take this negative sign to this side, it will become L is equal to minus n. That's what is written here. If you observe these two summations, I have exchanged the limits. See, infinity and n. Here it is minus n to infinity. I have exchanged the limits because if you have some points to add, if I add from this point to this point, or if I start at this point and then stop adding till this point, nothing will change. Okay, the point values are same, just I am changing the range. So if I add from this point to this point, or if I reverse the order, the amplitudes remain the same. That's why I have changed these limits. So it is minus n to infinity, 2 to the power of L. This remains the same. Now just rearranging this term, what we have, summation L from, just this one I am writing, summation minus n to infinity. Summation minus n to infinity 2 to the power of minus n. Okay. Now what I'll do for this, L is equal to minus n. You have this L is equal to minus n. What I'll do, I'll make just L plus n is equal to 0, because I'm trying to make the lower limit 0 so that I can apply the standard formula and substitute L plus n is equal to m. Okay, let us do that. Summation L plus n is equal to 0 and putting it as m. So m is equal to 0 to m is equal to infinity. Even though if you put here and L plus n, because it is L is equal to, so what is L is equal to? L is equal to n, sorry, what we have done, L plus n is equal to m. So what will be L is equal to? It is m minus n. So if I do it here, L will be m minus n is equal to infinity. So what will be m is equal to? Infinity plus n. So if you add anything to infinity, it will remain infinity itself. That's why I have written directly m is equal to infinity. So from 0 to infinity, we have changed the limits. So what will be these 2 to the power of minus? What is L? L is equal to m minus n. M minus n. So if you just split this, because summation is only for m, you have two values here, m and n. So you take n outside, you will get 2 to the power of n, because minus into minus it will become plus 2 to the power of n, summation m from 0 to infinity 2 to the power of minus m. That's what we have got it here. Summation 2 to the power of minus, then splitting of the power. If you split it, you will get like this. 2 to the power of minus m is 1 by 2 raised to m. This minus sign I have taken it by taking 1 by 2. Then 2 raised to n. Then simplifying, applying the formula. What is the standard formula? Earlier we have seen that the formula was for the range between 0 to n. Now the one more formula we have, it is for the range between 0 to infinity. If this is the case, then the value is given by 1 minus alpha. Accordingly, if you do it, 2 raised to n as it is, this is 1 by 1 minus alpha is 1 by 2. So simplify it, you will get 2 to the power of n. 1 by 2 becomes 2. 2 raised to 1, that is 2 raised to n plus 1.